Hey, this is Susan from SmokerGrillGirl.com, and what we're doing today is we're actually cooking a 4-pound chicken, and we're going to be smoking it on the Pit Boss grill, and we are actually going to be using it with a homemade recipe that we actually just came up with. And this is what we did was we concocted a paste like substance made out of Mott's applesauce and some applewood just seasoning that we purchased at Lowe's or Walmart or anywhere like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually coat this entire chicken and then with this sauce and make sure that we coat it completely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this cavity right here with these apples, this Granny Smith apple that we cored, and we're going to stuff them inside. And we have no clue how this is going to taste, but we're going to go ahead and prepare it for you. So let's go ahead and get the seasoning on it. So first things first, as soon as you open your chicken that you purchased, you want to go ahead and make sure that you remove all this, the giblets that come inside of this cavity. And you want to wash the chicken thoroughly and pat dry it with a paper towel. Once you do that, then you go ahead and start seasoning it with this sauce that you make. So you can just use your hands. We've got some rubber gloves on, and we just want to make sure that the chicken is coated completely. You don't have to worry about getting it on the inside of the cavity. You just want to make sure that you get the wings and the breasts and everything, the entire chicken coated properly. So you want to get the top and the bottom, as well as the wings. So once you do that, you just flip it to the other side and keep just spreading that sauce on there. And flip it over and do the same with the back as you did with the top. So once you got it coated properly, then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just add some more seasoning to it to make sure that it's seasoned properly. Okay, covered completely in the seasoning. So now what we want to do is grab these Granny Smith apples, and we're just going to stuff them inside the cavity. Okay, once that's done, you can see the inside. The apples are just sitting in there nice and neat. And then what you want to do is we're going to go ahead and truss the chicken. But you can check out my other video on how to truss a chicken to watch me do it step by step. So I'll see you in a bit when we place this on the smoker outside. Now that we've seasoned the chicken, I've actually come out here and I've turned the Pit Boss on to 300. And now that it's preheated, what I did while I was preheating it, I actually ran this meat probe through it, so that way we can actually keep an eye on the temperature while it's cooking without having to open the lid all the time. So now that the meat is ready, we're going to actually open this up, and we're going to place the chicken on the grill. So it's been trussed. We're just going to place it right here, directly on it. We're going to put the meat probe in the thigh because we want the temperature, but we don't want to hit any bone. So you want the thigh to reach a temperature of 185, which is the dark meat, and then we want the breast to reach a temperature of 165 to 170. So we're going to go ahead and close the door, the lid, And we're going to keep an eye on this. And what we're going to do is every 30 minutes, we're actually going to spray it with this. Sure, we spray it every 30 minutes until it's done. And it's going to take about 2 hours to fully cook. So it's been about 30 minutes now. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to open this grill and we're going to spray it for the first 30 minutes. We're going to put the apple juice on it. So I have some insulated gloves so that I make sure I don't burn myself. And I picked these up at Amazon. And you can find the link in the bottom of the video description. And what we're going to do is just put them on. Grab the apple juice. And I'm going to open the grill. This is probably going to be hot, so you want to make sure you have some type of gloves. And you can see it's been on here for about 30 minutes now. And we're just going to spray it really good with apple juice. Then I'm going to go ahead and just rotate it a little bit. Make sure I get this side. Okay. And I'm just going to move it over just a tad bit. Alright. And there we go. And then we're just going to close the lid again. Let me take this off because I got chicken on it. Let me get this apple juice. Just going to close the lid and just let it cook for another 30 minutes. The thing is, you want to make sure you don't open and close the lid all the time because every time you're closing and opening the lid, the temperature drops. So just open it up real quick, spray it, and then close that lid. Alright, so what we're doing is the chicken's been on there long enough, so we're going to go ahead and check the temperature. The probe actually says that the dark meat is now 190. So we're going to check the rest of the temperature. And we are actually using more than one thermometer. And you want to use more than one thermometer so that you can get more than one reading. You don't want to ever rely on just one thermometer. So this is a handheld thermometer we use. And it is actually reading the white meat at about 150. And the white meat should be 165 to 170. And the dark meat should be 180. So we're just moving it around to get different readings on it. So that one says 181. Not ready, so we'll be back to check it again. So the chicken has been on the grill for about an hour and 45 minutes, so we're actually going to check the temperature now. So we've got the thermometer in the breast and it says it is 167, which it should be about 165 to 170 to be done. And then the thigh, it is 175, and it says it should be about 175 to 180 for it to be done. So it is done. So we're actually going to go ahead and remove it from the grill right now, and then we're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back with the taste test. All right, so now that the chicken has rested for 10 minutes, we're actually going to cut the chicken now. And that's a piece of the apple that came out of the cavity. We're actually going to go ahead and taste a small portion of this white meat right here. So it looks moist, so let me go ahead and taste it. It's very moist. Tastes good. So now I'm going to go ahead and just sample this, a small little piece of this apple. Not bad. All right. So everything came out good for our first whole chicken. Be sure and visit my website at smokergrillgirl.com, and I'll talk to you later.